All right, hello everyone. Welcome to. I've just done that thing that happens to you, Lovenji. You get interrupted by the flyby back to your start. Hello everyone. Welcome to a 1v1 beta tournament, or game 2 of the round 3 losers bracket here. Currently, we've got red in as Mahmut, and again yellow as Venom. I've got Lovenji co-casting with me, who is the admin and creator of this tournament. How are you doing, Lovenji?
I'm doing good, man.
We've just seen a fairly even narrow passage that came down to converting at the end, and Mahmut took the victory. So, a lot of converting in this one as well. Who do you think will have the edge here then?
Well, I would normally say Mahmut, but I know that Venom was very focused on this map in particular. As far as his tournament games go, he didn't practice narrow passage anywhere near as much as he practiced this map. So I'm hoping he comes out with a really unique strategy that is well practiced and actually catches Mahmut off guard.
Yeah, so we can see here, Mahmut's gone straight towards the blue base. And he's making his way towards the green base, getting the wildman in the center there. Yellow is making his way to the yellow base, but he did stop in the middle, get a few from the center strip there. We've already got Braves here from yellows going into red's base and causing a bit of an upset there. You know, one thing we've seen is people get the shamans and run out across the map to convert, which is instinctively what is kind of the thing you want to do, but people leave their own bases. I want to see someone just attack their base off the bat and see if, like, a shaman just gets in, converts, prevents them from getting warriors and whatnot. See if that's a strategy, because this tournament has allowed us to see variations of different gameplays, and I think there is much more to see in this kind of level.
So I'm looking in Worldview at the moment, and I can certainly see that Mahmut has got strong edge over Venom in terms of raw building, partially because Venom caused so much destruction by just throwing those Braves away, essentially. It'll be interesting to see what Venom's first structures are, because I can see the plan for a Fire Warrior hut. So he might not go terribly warrior heavy, and we might actually get a 2v2 style 1v1 out of this map, because both players are shoring up defenses and building off of them.
Yeah, we can see Mahmut's got his Fire Warrior hood up, he's got some Fire Warriors trained, he wants to get them in the towers, he's got tons of Wildmen here, he's still got his base to convert, he's got the Wildmen between him and Yellow to convert. Yellow's in his base now converting his men. There are still Wildmen around the map. Yellow's got a lot of idle men that he's converted, wants to get them moving. Be the best thing to do. Red's got his towers up in Blue's base now, he's got a Warrior hood coming on there. Yeah, so that's the Warrior hood up, but Venom's slow with his Warrior hood, and we've seen in past games the Warrior hood comes up straight away. At least with me and Jimmy, it was straight with the Warriors. Let's get them out. This game is difficult for one shaman to manage, but look at this. These Fire Warriors have actually secured the blue base for Mahmut. Just with a few towers, Fire Warriors doesn't have to worry about that bit right now. He can concentrate on his own base, getting all his wildmen from a tower. Look at this play. He's in the tower, converting all of these men across the strip and the center strip to Yellow's base. He's still got some on his strip and the center. Oh man, I'm gonna have to do a population count when I can. If you feel like adding your input now while I get this up, Lovenji, because to me right now Mahmut is kind of running away with it.
Yeah, absolutely. He's definitely got defense in both of the bases. He's secured a blue base for himself, and he's building a number of huts off of those towers as well. So he's going to be getting his population up, and we might actually see the Wildman numbers start to die down, as both players aren't rushing one another, and it looks like they're actually just going to build 2 standard bases each. But if they do that, I do worry for Venom, because Mahmut is significantly further ahead.
Yeah, Mahmut's got towers up in his own base and the blue base. Venom's got some up in the green base. He's got a few up in his own base, but they aren't filled yet. His Warrior Hood's, Fire Warrior Hood's now got men trained. He's got 1 Fire Warrior. He's got a few Warriors coming out as well, though. Mahmut with Warriors, he's trading some as well. Only on the blue side, though. So Venom, I think, here with a Warrior advantage. But I think population-wise, we're going to say here, yes. Mahmut 80. Venom 61.
So Mahmut does have the advantage, but his shaman did just get pushed into the water there.
Oh, I missed that.
And did go down.
Yes, that's a minor setback, maybe. Maybe Venom can use it to advantage, maybe convert some men that still need converting. There's a lot over in the middle there between green and the center.
Yeah, I'd like to see him pick up all these wild men, and really, if you're going to go into this kind of play, where you're trying to control 2 bases, controlling the mid becomes even more important. And actually, you can see Mahmut's doing it already. I would have liked to have seen Venom really put focus on trying to secure the middle, to make up for the fact that he was slightly further behind.
Yeah, he's killed the red shaman. He should now be using this opportunity to get those wildmen, because there was at least 10 wildmen over there, and I don't know what you're going to need to build a lot of huts before you can get 10 wildmen after a 60 population. So, but anyway, he's pushing in now with some ghosts. But Mahmut's done really well to get these towers up and filled.
He definitely has. He's got solid defense on both sides. It's not something that a group of warriors is going to be unable to clear, but you know, all of Venom's warriors are in one place at the moment, and Mami knows that that blue base is completely safe right now.
Look at this healer. Mahmut's just going to take these wildmen that Venom left. Now he's pushing into the green base where the towers aren't filled. There was a firewall up his trading men now, but those towers aren't filled. There's no defense. There's some fireworks coming over now from the center, but there are still wildmen to take here in green's base. Venom has just missed countless opportunities here, and an earthquake in red. I think he's trying to get the fire warriors there, isn't he?
Oh, that's going to be incredibly annoying, that earthquake, because that's going to cut the path. Just to ruin all manner of pathfinding.
Yeah. Mahmut's going to take over these wildmen. He's got another earthquake there already for the warrior hut there. So he's going to take over green space while yellow is pushing into red's front with some warriors and his shaman. Oh, he's gone into the drink though with some good play by Mahmut there to use his firers and knock him into the water there.
So it's not looking very likely like it's going to be the play for this particular game, but one thing, because wildmen are so prevalent and wildmen continue to exist while the populations are quite high, one thing I've seen a couple of players do in their practices that is quite an interesting tactic is prioritize taking over the main base early and actually building towers around the core and setting up a core camp on the shaman. And that way you can just slowly whittle away on a tribe's troops while your shaman runs around converting uncontested.
So that's what I was trying to hit that earlier, when it would be nice to see someone just go straight for the main base, because people are leaving their main base to go and get the wildmen elsewhere, but they're leaving their own wildmen behind. An enemy can come in there, mop them up, take over the base, and like you said, put towers down, fill them up. Shaman's in trouble.
Exactly, and if you get that, if you execute that early on enough into the game, you know, you'll just run away with the game. You know, just 7 minutes down the line.
Yeah. Mahmut's looking in control here. Shaman did die over in the green base. I don't know how he died. I just saw that he disappeared off the map there. He's back in his own base, clearing up some troops.
You know, I'm starting to get really worried for Venom right now. He's got loads of plans down, but you know, most of them are just plans at the moment. Whereas Mahmut's, you know, he's got a base and a half now. He's just finishing up the red base. There's a couple of towers missing, but that's almost a standard red base. And he's got half a blue base done as well.
And there are a lot of wildmen still on the map.
There are a lot of wildmen still on the map. You know, there's a nice cluster of 4 at the back of Venom's main base, but it looks like Mahmut's going to be pushing in with a few tornadoes. He's going to get himself in and probably has another earthquake. And he's going straight for the troop.
Dodge the lightning. He's going for the. He's going. Yeah, it's perfect. This could. These warriors aren't moving. He hasn't moved the warriors. He's moving them now, but they could get hit by lava. Yeah, those ones did. The other ones have just gotten away. Earthquake, not that great though. Really, it took out one warrior hut, but he probably might have been better off putting it on the. Well, it depends what spells he had, but I mean, the set where the fire hut was would have got the fire hut and some huts, but I guess he wanted to stop the production of those warriors. He's managed to kill the shaman as well. I know he's just going to run away and destroy these warriors if he's paying attention. I won't kill him. Looks like they're going to run away, but he's got his own warriors coming in now, which will mop up those warriors because they are damaged by the blast, but they're just sort of running past. Well, Venom's sending them in. I think that's a bit of a suicide mission because they're all weak from the blast. Those 3 warriors will easily mop up those 5 yellow ones.
Venom has respawned, but he's more concerned about the warriors than he is the shaman. Mahmut's converting at the back of Venom's base.
Something Venom has failed to do in the previous game, and it's letting him down here as well. He's not converting wildmen. Another earthquake from red. That's a good earthquake. There we go. His base is in tatters now.
Yeah, it's not good when your second base is more defensible than your main base. You know, Venom's really at risk, especially his yellow base of all bases, of losing his core here if he keeps taking pressure on this front.
Red sent some warriors into the yellow's base in the green section. He's killed some braves. 2 warrior huts there from Venom, but he's not actually trading any at the moment. Look at all these wildmen. It's painful to see because I feel like this is Venom's fault.
Well, yeah, and I think it's really... it's really shown a different type of skill that we don't normally see in tournaments for Populous at the beginning, and that is a player's ability to troop and control multiple areas of the map. Because normally you're used to doing one convert phase and then moving on from that convert phase to your shaman being your attacking unit. Whereas on a map this big with this many wildmen, the convert phase never really ends, and it really is down to what you do with your troops more than anything.
Yellow trying to get in here, but he's just walking into the Fire Warriors. That was bold, brazen. It was not smart. Now some ghosts, but his shaman is weak. An earthquake there, which, I mean, in a normal game, okay, it's an earthquake. That's what you want to do. It's how you want to get in. That would be a good earthquake in a normal game. But Mahmut's base is massive. That's not going to touch his base.
Well, it's actually worrying that the wildman numbers are starting to dwindle, because that just tells you how much population Mahmut's got available to him right now, because it's certainly not Venom with all that population.
Correct, and I think Mahmut has been doing some additional converting, which is what he should have been doing. Mahmut's got the defense, and he realizes there's a lot of wildmen still on the map, and if Venom's not going to take them, well, certainly I'm going to take them. He's got warriors in Venom's second base here, which is enough to change the tide to this game, because Venom's just I don't see a victory for him. At this point, we're 11 minutes in. It looks like it's Mahmut's round. We're going to see Venom knocked out of the tournament.
Now, and it's very unfortunate, you know, he's got to this point, and because he's at risk of being knocked out of the tournament, I can sort of talk about what he was practicing. He was actually practicing, and I don't know why he didn't do it, a number of early warrior pushes to do exactly what you were suggesting, which was just take the main base away from the opponent, let them run around the map, but make them lose control of their main base. And I don't know why he didn't do that. It just, everything felt slow, it felt poorly executed, and yeah, he's saying, well, GG.
Well, it is a good game. I've seen the population counts, and we've got Mahmut with 139 and Venom with 53. That is a massive, almost a triple of population count there. This game is well and truly over. Venom good, hit the surrender. He's called good game, but he's still carrying on.
He's got the old 1.3 mentality, you know, never give up, even when it's over. Make them kill you.
Well, there's another tournament to commentate after this. Are you sticking around, Lovenji?
I will be. I will be. Will you?
Why, aye, I'm into my drink now.
Oh, excellent then. Just we can move on to the next tournament game, which will be Sponge and Pistol.
Dino, yeah.
Yeah, so it does just look like Mahmut is clearing up the base now. He's got warriors. He's doing some pretty good trooping, actually. One warrior to every hut. Even sending a few fire warriors just to disrupt Braves.
It would be phenomenal. It would be a phenomenal loss if Mahmut managed to lose this right now.
Questions would be asked. Questions would be asked. One feature I always like to call out, just while we have a little bit of downtime, we're waiting for Mahmut to clear up the game, is securing middle on the beta rendition of Pressure Point is so much more important, because one of the things that beta fixes is that inability for Fire Warriors to see over the horizon where the map joins, which means these Fire Warrior towers are shooting opponents from that high ground.
Yeah.
And it actually makes it very oppressive to approach. If you get a couple of towers on there, even if you've got spells and mana, and this is a normal Pressure Point game, it's just that bit more annoying to try and break through, and gives a lot more intensity to the middle position.
Yeah, I like that. I like anything that helps the game center more on the center of the map, because I mean, it's in the name of the map. Pressure Point. The pressure is supposed to be on this point here, and as a team game, you definitely want to control the middle to secure a victory.
So, I don't know what it didn't give Venom that he's upset about. I missed it entirely.
No, I think his shaman was attacking and something happened, but 123 to 25 now. We're just waiting for the players to die here.
Yeah, we are just waiting for Venom to... Yes, maybe I still...
Yeah, Wildman
detecting a little bit of humour. Wildmen are spawning again.
Oh, there's so many Wildmen. God, Mahmut can just run around the map and get yourself up to 200 population easily, because Venom doesn't even have the mana to train charge that many converts now.
Do you know, that's all he's doing, you know? He's got extra hut plans down at the back of blue base. He's just carrying on building. There's nothing, you know, he's even building huts towards yellow base on what would be yellow's side strip. He's just going to keep building.
Red could just pull his Ethernet cable out now and all the lag out in his favour, I suppose. He's going to get this over with.
he could do exactly that.
Because right now Venom's just prolonging the inevitable, and I would just like him to surrender, and we can move on to the next game.
Yeah. So how do you feel about that then? Because it's a controversial opinion within the community.
How do I feel about surrender?
Do you think it's better to have this never give up, never surrender mentality, or do you think that there's a point in a game where you should just say GG and tap out?
I'm definitely more on the side of GG. Tap out, let's play another one. If you've got time to play another, let's play another one. Don't waste players' time. It's kind of akin to pausing for more than a minute. It's like, oh god, I mean, you're making people wait for no reason. The thing, it depends on you as a player, because when I'm attacking someone and you've got all these full spells and then they just quit, I'm like, alright. But a lot of people are like, I wanted to use those spells, I wanted to feel the destruction of your base. And maybe that's just unique to Populous because you can terraform the land in such a devastating way and people want to get to enjoy that, but that's fine. I think if you do that, you can normally do that in most games. It's when you're at this point now where you've already destroyed the base and people are just running around with 20 pop and you've got 120. Tap out. Good game. Let's play.
Yeah, and you know, my perspective has always been that Populous is actually quite an annoying game to lose in because this part of it becomes so dragged out and so long that you're basically just sat there going, great, I've lost, and you're almost wallowing in defeat the entire time. Whereas for me personally, the surrender button has actually helped my mentality playing Populous, because I get less frustrated every time I lose a game because I can just be like /surrender, next one, instead of just like wallowing in all the mistakes that I made that brought me to this point where I'm watching my population die one by one.
Which I feel like is a bit of a change of opinion for you, because it must have been a couple of streams ago you were an advocate of kind of just quitting as a way of surrendering. Have you changed your mind now that the option is there?
Yeah, I didn't appreciate the effect it would have on my on my own mental space to be able to play multiple games back to back, because I never used to really do that. I used to play one, get really annoyed, and just not play another for an hour or so. But now I can play multiple games back to back because I'm not sat there just waiting to die slowly.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like you're also you're being a bit bad etiquette kind of, because you're saying good game, thanks, whatever, and then you're resigning. You haven't just abruptly quit. But Lovenji, there it is.
Yes.
That's the end of the 1v1 between Mahmut and Venom, and Mahmut's taking it in a 2-game sweep there.
Excellent. I've got to record that result.
Yeah, excellent. So 144 population in the end for Mahmut, and it took 18 minutes. So quite quick. Venom just sort of just couldn't handle the converting of the Wildman. That was the biggest takeaway from all of this. He just needs to be more proactive in converting the Wildman, even at the end of the game.
Downfall. It was his downfall in both games.
Well, that's that one. Hopefully we get to commentate another one together, Lovenji, but I've enjoyed that. Thanks for doing it with me, and thanks for organising this tournament, because you've put quite a lot into this tournament, not just in time, but personal kind of wealth as well, haven't you?
Yes, yeah, and I wanted to offer a number of options that really got the community spirit going for this, because I think one of the things that worked best about the tournament that came before this was, in fact, that the everyone was really involved, and the community spirit was motivating everyone to play, but also hang out in Discords together, talk about their games, help each other improve, even help each other practice. And so I put in a few prizes on top of everything else that's for your not Nisi players, you know,
yes.
so that everyone stands a chance of winning something, even if it's pure RNG with the At the Doors award, or for the lower skilled players who have actually put out some very entertaining games, you know, there's a funniest game award.
Let's come back to that in the next game then, Lovenji, so people can can continue listening to that in the next game of the... Well, maybe it depends how you format your uploads. Because this next game, it depends on the...
The next game will actually go up before this one.
Yes.
Yeah, the next game will go up before this one.
Well, it is what it is. Okay. I hope we've all enjoyed that one. We'll see you in the next stream, in the next video.